Okay, so this video is just going to be a friendly reminder on how to write equations in slope-intercept form. Remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where m is your slope and b is your y-intercept. Okay? So before we get started, there's a few things we have to know in order to do this. One is you have to be able to find the slope. And two, you have to be able to evaluate. So, say they give us two ordered pairs. Let's go with 2, -3, and maybe 4, 6. Do I like 6? 6 can work. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to find slope. Now remember, slope is m. And the formula for slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I'm going to go back up to my ordered pairs, and I'm going to label them x1, y1, x2, y2. And then I'm just going to substitute them in. So I get y2 is 6 minus a -3 over 4 minus 2. Two negatives become a positive, so we get 9 over 2, and there is my slope. It can't be simplified, and I would leave your slope as an improper fraction while we solve for the y-intercept. So the second thing we do is using slope, which we just found is 9 over 2. We use an ordered pair that we started with. So I'm going to do one ordered pair. We're going to use 2, -3. Okay? So now we're going to take it and we're going to substitute what we know into a slope-intercept form. So we know that this is x and this is y. The only thing we don't know is b, so let's substitute everything in. So we get -3 is equal to 9 over 2 times 2 plus b. Okay, so now we just evaluate. I'm at -3. 9 over 2 times 2, these two cancel, and I'm left with 9. If you aren't sure of this, you can do 18 over 2, because this can be a 2 over 1. And you multiply straight across with fractions, and you get 18 over 2, which is 9. Okay? Now we have to isolate the b term, so we subtract 9, and we are at -12 equals b. So now we have our slope, and we have our y-intercept, and so our final step is to just write in slope-intercept form. So again, we're writing in y equals mx plus b. And we're going to keep the y and we're going to keep the x. We're going to substitute 9 over 2 in. And then because instead of putting like plus -12, we're just going to put -12. And that is it. Hope this helps.